I need to see Jack.
Look, Julia, when I said you could see Jack, I didn't mean late at night.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's an emergency.
I bet it is.
What's going on?
Jack, I'm sorry. Listen, it's your cousin Holden. He needs you. His son was hurt in a boxing match tonight. He's in surgery, and if he doesn't make it...
Are you talking about Aaron?
Yes.
Are you saying that he could die?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Don't shut me out.
I'm not. I just wanted to see if there's any word on Aaron.
There's no point. I mean, he's still in the operating room.
I need to call Caleb and Julie.
And tell them what? You haven't even spoken to the doctors.
Look, I just gotta get some air.
Am I that difficult to be around? I saw you with that nurse. I mean, you don't even know her. You're talking to her. You're letting her comfort you.
Well, sometimes it's easier to talk to somebody that you don't know. It didn't mean anything.
It means you don't feel safe with me.
That's not true.
Let's just call this what it is. Your son is in surgery, and I am scared. If we can't turn to each other now, then...
We've already had this conversation. Now is not the time to rehash it.
I guess I didn't realize how bad things were, really. You told me that I wasn't there for you so many times, but I'm here. I'm here for you now. I'm showing up. But I'm too late. Aren't I?
So I don't need to remind you now that initial lack of activity does not necessarily indicate that there's going to be permanent damage.
No, John. You don't need to remind me. Nurse, take him to post-op, monitor his BP. Any deviation, page me.
Listen, are you all right?
How many times do I have to tell you I'm fine?
Yeah, that was a very delicate procedure.
Done it 100 times.
Why do you get so rattled? You're usually solid as a rock in the OR.
Because I wasn't expecting to see you, John.
Oh.
I don't need somebody watching my every move. Bob cleared me. I'm back on rotation. Quite frankly, I don't see how my patient is any of your business. Now, if you will excuse me, I need to supervise this transfer.
So you knew that the gloves you used in tonight's match had been tampered with?
No, not until I put them on and felt the extra weight. Someone had loaded them up. And that's why Aaron went down. That's why Aaron's in the hospital, because Dominic loaded the gloves.
It's a lie. He's lying.
No, it's not a lie. You knew this would happen, but you wanted a sure thing.
And I told you to keep your mouth shut.
All right. Break it up. Both of you are under arrest for assault. And if that boy died, no, the charge is murder. I'm pretty sure the DA will make it stick. Okay, that is a capital offense, gentlemen. You better hope and pray that he makes it.
Margot, what about Dusty?
Craig, would you just let me do my job?
Dusty Donovan was in on this too. Ask Dominic Ramsey. It was Dusty's idea to put Aaron in the ring.
It's not like I didn't try to make things right, you know? When Dom called me about Aaron going down in the third, I called Aaron and Raphael. I went straight to those guys. We talked about it.
And it never occurred to you to talk to me about it?
Why? What would you have done?
Call the police.
That's not your call to make. That was Raphael's fight, as much as it was mine. That's his future. And Aaron's.
Aaron may not have a future.
Listen, I didn't know those gloves were loaded. I didn't know Aaron was going to get hurt this bad. And I certainly didn't know Dom sent that guy over to pin you and your father down. And I definitely didn't know that he used you to get Raphael in the ring. Give me a break.
You lied to me.
No, I didn't, Lucy. I didn't.
You failed to tell the truth. Is that better?
That's why I wanted you out from the start.
No, it's my fault.
No, it's not your fault. It's my fault, you know? I can't live my life and find a normal place for you in it. I can't You know what? I told you. I told you 100 times I was a bad guy, you know? I'm not meant for you. Now it's too late. Because I love you. I love you. I love you. So I can't see a future without you. You gotta give me another chance.
I'm sorry, I can't.
So, apparently Aaron was knocked unconscious during the fight.
Aaron's a fighter?
No. No, he's just a kid. He was working at Metro, and somebody talked him into this exhibition fight.
Anyway, he was out cold, and the EMTs couldn't revive him, so they brought him into the emergency room, and now he's in surgery.
Why are they operating?
Well, he sustained some pretty serious head injuries, and there was some bleeding. So, his father, Holden, is very upset. I know you don't remember him, Jack, but he remembers you.
And where's his wife?
I don't know. He didn't mention her. But he mentioned you, and I know that it would mean a lot to him if you were there.
Oh, Holden's your cousin. He's your best friend. You grew up together.
Yeah, so I should get over there.
Yeah,
right?
I think you should. I think it would mean a lot to him. I'll go with you.
Well, what
Okay.
about the kids?
I'll get a sitter.
Well, I have to go back to the hospital now anyway, so why don't you just come with me and she can catch up
Yeah,
with
that
us
sounds
later.
like a really good idea.
Sorry, it seemed like I was intruding.
You ready?
Yep.
I don't know how long I'm gonna be.
Okay. Well, I'll see you soon then.
So there's no hope for us? We're not gonna try again.
After a while, that's all it is. Trying.
Why don't you let me go check on Aaron? You can stay here and gather your thoughts. I know this is about Aaron. I know it is, and I'm not trying to make it about us. I'm just having a really hard time accepting that our marriage is over.
It's been over for a while.
Well, can't we just, be friends, at least for our children? What about our children? I still love you.
And I love you.
Then why can't that be enough? Why?
I don't know. But it isn't.
I just left Lucy at the gym with Dusty. Who knows what he's saying to her?
Craig.
He's probably trying to get her to leave the country.
Craig, you know what I know at this point? That you knew about the gloves and you didn't stop the fight. No
Oh, no,
fight,
no, no.
no Aaron in the hospital right now. Please get out of my face before I arrest you too.
No,
Please, just
no.
stop.
Mataga's bleeding pretty bad.
All right, well, why don't you just get him to a doctor and get him stitched up? And this sweetheart, I will get him in and get him booked.
What are you looking at?
I think it's a convict.
Yeah? See this? It's your fault. You're gonna pay.
You know, I dearly wish that someone would pay me for listening to all these small-time losers making big macho jokes.
I'd put you on my payday anyway, sweetheart.
Yeah, sweetheart, kiss my badge. Let's go. Craig, you coming with me?
Yeah,
I
I'll
need
be
your
there.
statement.
I'll be there. 5 minutes.
Aaron could die. Sweetie, Aaron's gonna be fine. Ben's a great doctor.
Hey, Caballo. Listen, I know Dominic pressured you.
Look, Mr. Montgomery, I can't talk about this right now.
I just want you
okay?
to know that everything's going to be okay. The cops, I'm going to talk to the cops, and you're not going to be blamed for this.
I hit him.
All right? Hey, listen, it's going to be all right, okay?
You're on the list. Shouldn't be too long.
Thanks.
Allison?
If Aaron doesn't pull through this, and I mean absolutely fine, I will personally make you pay.
Any change, you let me know.
I know it's too soon. You're right. You got every right to be angry.
You didn't trust me. You were in trouble. And instead of coming to me to work it out, you just stuck me with some guard at Metro. Do you know how many times my mother and my father and my grandmother, they just do something stupid, so they stick me someplace with a guard?
Okay, I get it.
You don't. Because, unlike my family, we chose each other. I chose you because I didn't want that life anymore. I thought that no matter what, we would always talk to each other, that we would always have each other. And I know that sounds stupid, but that's what I wanted.
That's what we got.
Not when Aaron's in the hospital. He may not live because you were scared to come to me.
There's nothing you could have done.
Well, you could have at least told me that. You could have said, I'm stuck, I'm scared, I don't know what to do. I'm not saying I have all the answers, but I can't be with somebody who shuts me out. I won't settle for
All right. Sorry I don't measure up, you know?
Don't do that. Don't act like I expect you to be perfect. You know I don't. I know who you are. But after what we've been through, I thought that you'd always know that I wouldn't walk away from you as long as you told me the truth, because I've been through that with my father and I can't do it anymore. It's too painful.
Lucy. Lucy. You know, what you want, it doesn't come overnight. People who trust one another no matter what, that's with trial and error. You try, you fail, and you get it right. Eventually, you get it right.
So, if Aaron dies or is disabled, then it's just because we failed. You know, this is as much me as it is you. I knew there was something wrong with the fight. I should have done something.
Like what? You should have done what? Of course you don't know. You don't know. I don't know. We made mistakes, you know, but let's not make another one. Let's start over. We can do that, can't we?
I can't.
Why?
Because I have to learn from this.
You will learn from this. You'll talk to me about this. I'll talk to you. We'll salvage this, all right?
I have to get to the hospital.
Well, look who's afraid now.
We hurt somebody today.
So hurting me is gonna take care of all that?
I am not trying to punish you.
You love me,
It has nothing to do with this.
do you? Do you love me? Yes. You're lying. And that strikes me as very odd for someone so big on the truth.
Okay, fine. I love you.
Do you mind?
You know, Ben, I have to tell you, I'm a little puzzled by your attitude.
What attitude is that,
You know, your lack of control, that you allow yourself to get so rattled up during surgery.
I already explained that.
Yeah, and then when the nurse came out to alert you to some irregularities in the EEG start, you said something was terribly wrong. You indicated that you were at fault.
I show a little concern for one of my patients, and automatically you assume that I made some kind of error? Tell me something. Did you see me make a mistake, John? Is that what this is about?
No,
you didn't. Why didn't you see me make a mistake? Because the procedure was flawless.
Uh-huh.
Now, if I was a little emotional, it's because Aaron's father is a friend. And Aaron and Curtis are friends.
This is a pretty small town, Ben. You've operated on a lot of friends. And without the histrionic.
Well, I would do my impression of an iceberg, but then people might mistake me for you.
That's good, that's good. It's just not like you.
What isn't like me? You already admitted that I didn't make any mistakes.
Huh? Yeah.
You know, maybe I just don't like having to answer to an armchair quarterback.
You think that's what it is? You sure it isn't something else?
Something else like what?
Like a bum hand?
My hand is fine.
Yeah, I know. I read the PT notes on your case.
You did?
Yes, I did. You were also on pain medication for several weeks. Well, obviously you're off of it now because Bob wouldn't put you back on rotation if you still needed the pain medication. But pain can be kind of tricky, you know. It can sneak up on you when you least expect it, and you're under a lot of pressure.
I'm not in pain.
It wouldn't surprise me if you were. And that might be the kind of thing that would scare you. Particularly if in the middle of this procedure you felt some numbness, some lack of functionality.
Dude, how irresponsible do you think I am?
I don't think you're irresponsible at all. I think you're a very good doctor, and I think you're a very moral person. You're the kind of person who would sacrifice his own comfort for the sake of the patient. Even if he were to find out in the middle of the operation.
You know, Dr. Dixon, I would gladly knock you on your behind just to demonstrate how functional my hand is. But I don't want to give you any more ammunition in your lifelong crusade to discredit me at this hospital. Now, if you don't mind, will you please give me my patient's chart?
Hold up.
Hey, Jack. Julia told me about your son.
Is he out of surgery yet?
No, not yet.
Well, I just thought maybe you could use a friend. Even one who doesn't quite remember you.
I thought I'd stop by, see if you need anything. Unless I'm just making things worse.
No, I'm glad you're here.
Seemed like the right thing to do.
Thank you.
I've been a nurse for a long time. Somebody you love is in surgery. You need people around you.
There were people here.
You need people you trust.
You're right.
Don't do that. You just told me you love me. Come on.
It doesn't matter.
It's the only thing that matters. Life's way too short. You don't throw away a good thing.
Do you think I want to?
We're gonna go see Aaron, all right? And whatever he needs, we'll take care of it. Totally.
And then what?
And then we'll get past it.
No. No, we won't, because even if we did, I would always be wondering, well, what's he up to? What is he not telling me? It's just like with my father. Why do you pretend that everything is fine when it is falling apart?
It's only falling apart if you let it fall apart. Just hang in there. Lucy, hang in there. We'll get through this. I'll do whatever you want.
No. No. Because it is not about pleasing me or following the rules. You have You have to need the same kind of relationship or it won't work. It'll just be a lie, and I don't want that. I want to know that you're there and that I can depend on you.
You can depend on me.
Because I don't trust you anymore. It's over, Dusty. We're done.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
How could you hurt him? He did it for me.
Because I love you.
They told me to wait a couple minutes. They're gonna give me a tetanus shot.
I hope he gets lockjaw and chokes to death.
Allison.
What, just pretend that nothing happened, that he didn't deliberately hurt Aaron?
Allison, I'm
Aaron
sorry.
was your friend. You guys trained together, but you were just using him.
No!
Then why did you agree to this? How could you hurt him? He did it for me.
Aaron. I gotta make this quick, so I hope you can hear me. I'm sorry, kid. You were just supposed to go down. I didn't mean for you to get hurt. But you're gonna make it. Hear me? Aaron. Lucy was right. I never should have gotten you involved, but you're tough. You're gonna be fine. That's what I told your dad. Whatever you need, from now on, I'll take care of. You're gonna be fine. Aaron.
Hold it. Any word?
Aaron's out of surgery. I told Ben to find you here.
Thank you.
I should go check in with my supervisor, so.
Thank you, Julia.
Not a problem. See ya.
How'd surgery go?
They wouldn't tell me much, but he is out of surgery and the doctors are still with him. I'm gonna find Ben and tell him to come here. You two can catch up. Excuse me. Thank you for covering for me, Melissa. Yeah, I'll call her. I'll see if I can switch things around. Okay, thanks. Bye. Julia. Hi. I just wanted to thank you for all the support that you were giving Holden, like bringing Jack by, how you helped him earlier. Thank you. Hey, I was happy to do it. We haven't met. I'm sorry, I'm Lily. Nice to meet you. Are you a friend of Holden's? I'm his wife.
Aaron's young. He'll bounce back. I sound like a horse is behind.
I work with horses.
I can't win for trying. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You may not remember me, but I remember you. You're still Jack.
Really? Because I look in the mirror and I'm checking out these pictures from a couple of years back. I look the same. I just don't remember doing any of those things. Not that I wouldn't mind. Football with a bunch of kids, picnics at this pond.
The pond, that would be at my mother's farm.
Yes, that's what she said, Carly. We were looking at a photo album.
How's that going?
I'm sure she's a great person.
She is?
And that we had something special going.
You did. You, too. It was the real deal. But I can understand, given the situation, the accident, you losing your memory. I can see how you would appreciate someone like Julia.
What do you mean?
Well, when they took Erin in for surgery, she sat with me. It's more than her just being kind. She understands how you feel, and I don't know, she lets you feel it. I'm not making any sense here.
Yes. Yeah, you are.
I'm sure you felt very lucky. Very lucky when you found her.
I'm so sorry. I should have realized.
No, it's fine.
It's not fine. You're Jack's cousin's wife. And
Nobody introduced us, so you don't have to be embarrassed. Yeah, I'm gonna go check on Erin, and I gotta call the sitter. We have 3 other children at home.
Oh, well, that's great.
Yes, it is. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for everything.
Sure.
Hey, you.
You just stepped in it.
No, not possible.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I just asked Holden's wife if she was a friend of his.
That's my line.
One of us has got to keep them straight.
Oh, not to worry. You have plenty of fans.
What, in Oakdale?
Well, there's me, and then there's Holden, who was very appreciative.
All I did was sit with the guy.
That he made a difference, like you always do. Look, I'm sorry I couldn't come find you before when I checked out.
It's okay. Actually, it wasn't okay. Do you know? It felt pretty awful, Jack. I mean, it's not your fault, and I wasn't blaming you, but I don't know, this whole situation, you know? To be honest with you, I wasn't very happy with Carly. I mean, she wants you back, and I don't blame her, but at the same time, every time I see you near her, I feel like you're gonna remember her and you're gonna forget all about me.
No, that's not gonna happen. I'm not saying I won't remember, or that Carly and I didn't have a decent marriage way back when, but honey, you are my future. Listen, you gotta keep telling yourself that you're my future. Because I love you.
Do you still?
Always.
How's Erin?
We don't know yet. Doctors are supposed to tell us.
Hey, he's in the chapel, Dr. Harris.
Ben, could you tell us anything?
Well, I need to talk to Holden first, Carly. Send him to see Erin, then I'd be happy to fill you in afterwards.
Yeah, of course.
Listen, I should probably get back to work.
I'll be here.
Okay, me too. I know that you don't remember me. And in your mind, you've moved on.
Carly, I'm not trying to hurt you, but I can't keep apologizing for a situation I didn't create.
30 days. That's all I asked of you. 30 days where you try your best to remember your
Yes,
family.
and you're so sure that when I remember, it'll change things.
You will remember. And it'll change everything. How'd it go with Holden?
He's hanging in there. He was glad to see me. Julia did the right thing coming to get me. I see you got a sitter.
Yeah.
You don't need to stay.
Well, Jack, I would like to stay. This is a family emergency. We belong together.
What I meant was I could call you.
You're not coming home?
Depends on Holden.
That's the sitter. Caitlin, hi. Is everything okay? Well, can't your brother bring your math book over? No, no. I do not want your boyfriend coming by the house. Who is that, Parker?
My supervisor heard about
He should be
Aaron, and so
sleeping. It's a school
I'm on
night.
the
Get him in
rest
bed.
Yeah, the doctor's still in there with Holden. Dad's gonna go see Aaron.
Listen, I gotta go.
I got like
okay?
a half an hour. We can go get some air.
I'll call you later.
I do, sure. I mean, unless Carly...
Carly has got to go home and check in on the kids.
But Aaron, he came through the surgery.
Yeah, he's resting comfortably. I'm going to be paying very close attention for the next couple hours, watching for any swelling, pressure fluctuations, fever.
But you fixed it, right? Whatever was causing the pressure and the bleeding.
Well, what's important now is that what I fix stays fixed. That's why we're going to be monitoring him so closely.
So he's going to be okay?
Look, why don't you go down to his room, see for yourself. He's unconscious right now, probably will be for the next couple hours, but I think it'll make you feel better.
Okay, you know what? I will do that. Thank you. I know what a great surgeon you are, and I'm just thankful that Aaron was in your hands.
Nurse, you've been with Dr. Harris from the time he took Aaron Snyder on as a patient right straight through surgery. Am I correct about that?
Yeah, I was on Dr. Harris's team.
Tell me something. How did he appear to you today? And I'm not asking for your critique of his surgical skills. I was here and I witnessed the procedure. No, what I'm interested in is what you thought of his emotional state, the state of his mind. I mean, you've known him for a long time. You worked with him before. And I'm sure you share my concern about him. We all do. We all want to help him if the need be. So how did you find him today?
He was not himself. We all noticed.
Yes. Well, I thank you for your candor.
Yeah.
Nurse, I'm going to need a report from you and all the rest of the members of the team. A confidential report on Dr. Harris and everything that you observed about it.
Lucy, you're okay.
Don't believe a word that he says. He knocked Aaron out in the 3rd round. Now Aaron's in surgery.
I heard.
Yeah, but did you hear how he did it? His gloves were loaded.
They didn't hurt you or your father?
Oh, we're fine.
What are you talking about?
Dominic threatened to have me killed. He made Raphael wear those gloves at the ring and knock Aaron out.
What?
He sent one of his thugs over to Metro. He held me and my father at gunpoint until Raphael threw the punch. He would have killed us.
Allison,
Oh. Dr. Harris, is Aaron all right? Is he out of surgery? Can I see
let him talk.
Aaron's in his room now.
Did you do everything that you could? Is he okay?
Aaron's dad's filling out some paperwork. If you'd like to go see Aaron alone
yes,
for a few
absolutely.
minutes. you
Go.
can.
I'm going with you. Go ahead.
You should go with them.
I think Allison needs some time alone with Aaron. Did Aaron do that?
Oh, no. Dominic clipped me.
They handcuffed you?
They arrested me. Assault. And worse if Aaron doesn't pull out of it.
If it's any consolation, I know you didn't want to hurt him. He was your friend.
Yeah.
It wasn't your fault. You didn't have a choice. You did this for me. You didn't have to. I already loved you. I didn't know yet. Listen, this isn't fair. We can't just find each other and then this happens. You have to wake up and be fine so that we can finally be happy. Please. Aaron, just come back to me. I couldn't stand it if you died.
You okay?
Yeah, just a tetanus shot.
You all set?
I'm good.
Margot, before you go, I have to...
Margot, he's here?
You'll have to wait, Luce.
Dusty, I've got to arrest you.
I understand.
So you'll come down to the station?
Whatever you need.
Okay, Luce, you're saying?
Raphael was forced to hit Aaron. It wasn't his fault.
And I can corroborate that.
You know, let's all go down to the station. We'll all go down to the station and I can get your stories and we'll try and sort this whole thing out.
It'll be fine. We'll get you through this.
All right, let's go.
Yeah. Your daughter's heartbroken and you're happy?
My daughter has seen the light, and it ain't you. And this time, there's no one else to blame. You did this to yourself.
Will you call me if Aaron wakes up, or if Jack or Holden, if they need anything?
Sure.
Because I gotta get home before the babysitter's boyfriend shows up.
I met Julia.
Yeah?
She was sitting with Holden.
Holding his hand.
Hugging
down.
him, actually.
Oh, that's sweet.
She is a nurse.
Mm-hmm. And they teach that in nursing school now, I think. Hugging, hand-holding, husband snatching.
Yeah, I did pick up on that a little bit, but I'll tell you something. One thing she can't take away, Jack will remember.
I don't know. It should make him feel guilty enough.
You think she would do that?
I don't know. She does seem to have this knack. No matter what happens, no matter how bad it is. I mean, think about it. Jack's half dead, and she gets him to marry her. Aaron's in surgery, and somehow she gets Holden into a hug and Jack into a lip lock. And some women, they get a haircut. And they buy a new dress. This one, she hangs around in hospitals and comes running to the rescue whenever there's a handsome man in trouble. And it works. I should be designing uniforms, not cocktail dresses.
If this were a fair fight.
Well, it isn't. There is nothing fair about this. And no matter what I do, everything seems to go her way.
Look, there's stars.
Yes, and not as many as in St. Genevieve.
You thought it was a little tiny town, and it got very dark there at night.
And quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for coming to get me tonight. It meant a lot to Holden that I was there. I'm just sorry you keep getting caught up in the crossfire.
No, it's not your fault.
Yeah, still. You didn't sign on for this.
Hey. I signed on for you, okay? And I thank God every day that we're still together.
Forever. I promise.
Just this little tiny amount of time that we've been together, Jack. It's the best that I've ever had. I'm so grateful.
Stop. I'm the one who's grateful.
On the next, As the World Turns.
Barbara's out of the hospital.
Is she in jail?
No. She's staying at Hal's.
What?
We should talk about what happened last night.
What happened?
He's the best dad ever.